So, Ripto has been the one who has been causing all this trouble in Avalar. Is it finally time to destroy him and save it for good? Nah. Well, not right now. We are going to get to Ripto today, but we have some unfinished business, as you can see. There are a few worlds that we were never able to really finish. So before we do anything with Ripto, I'm thinking we go and clean up those first. Before, we couldn't finish this because we had this.
There's something shiny at the top of this wall. Maybe you could climb up and get it?
But we learned climbing from Autumn Plains, so we can now get up here. This is why I didn't bother to look for all the gems either, because I knew there were some up here. Yeah, I personally like cleaning up everything first. I was just confirming that there's not really anything specific you actually get if you 100% before fighting Ripto. It was literally one single solitary gem. It was a red gem that I missed. Oh my lord. Grab this gem.
Head on up the ladder.
Whiskers is like, what took you so long to come back? You were gone for a long time, Spyro.
Great! You've got the Superfly power-up active! Now you can light the gem lamps in this cave!
Nope, you need the Superfly power-up to be active. Because this is another gem lamp lighting orb. I like these gem lamps. They're super pretty.
Thanks for helping me light the lamps, Spyro. For a while, I was afraid we were gonna have to cancel tonight's baseball game. Here, somebody mix this orb in with the baseballs.
How are you playing a baseball game in here? Looks like the gems I'm missing are... Pyro, please! That one, and the rest are around the other way. Spyro actually flies faster than he does anything else, outside of supercharging. From my experience. We already have the talisman.
This magic port.
One solitary little basket I didn't find the first time. Comes up here. There. There's a little shortcut right around here. Not too concerned about Spyro's hits because what we're gonna do can't actually get hurt in. That poor little starfish got betrayed.
Hello, young one. There's a chef up at the top of this ladder who wants to make soup out of our turtles. Maybe you could climb up there and stop him?
This is an interesting orb. But we're not gonna talk to him just yet, because there's stuff down here in the water. Actually missed another gem somewhere. So the main goal for this orb is going to be to not let the turtles get into the pot. You're specifically aiming to get them over here in the water. If you put them anywhere else, they'll just keep walking towards the pot and you won't finish until you get them into the water.
Your turtle friends will make a very good soup. If I can catch them, you can try to save them if you like. But I'm feeling awfully hungry.
Also, this guy's creepy. Hi, Mav. This is a problem with this game's camera. Because in the original, what would happen is the game would shift do Spyro, it would shift to where you have a bird's eye view of the stage. This little spot, which made it a lot easier to deal with the turtles.
So you saved a few turtles. There are more where those came from. Here, take this orb and go away.
It's actually a bit more difficult when you can't see all of the stage at once. Because even if I turn the camera up like this, you can see most of the stage is obscured. Luckily, there's no instant loss. They linger at the pot for a few seconds. They don't slide as long in this game. It feels like they don't. It might just be me though. What the heck happened there? Come on, really?
Rats, you saved every turtle on the beach. Here, take this. I was gonna use it to buy potatoes, but now I don't need it.
He's weirdly okay with the fact that we stopped his terrible genocide plan. Just a literal gem in the... Another of the gems in the corner that I just straight up missed. Last time we were here, we saw that Hunter had his feet encased in stone, and he wanted us to go talk to the alchemist.
Just stand still, he says. I'll turn your boots to gold, he says. Oh, hi, Spyro. You're a sight for sore eyes. I'd appreciate it mightily if you could locate that alchemist. He owes me a favor.
Yeah, I don't find that a problem in like maybe around 90% of situations. But in cases like that, it's very problematic.
I've been experimenting with a new potion. I'd like to try it out, but the Earth Shapers have made going out a bit difficult. Could you kindly offer me an escort? Great! Just keep those Earth Shapers away from me, and I'll take this potion to Hunter.
So this is mostly difficult because the alchemist doesn't telegraph where he's going very well sometimes. You have to kind of watch the Earth Shapers and see which one is raising their pickaxe. So he takes the weirdest, most roundabout way to do things. The one thing is to make sure you don't charge these guys too early, because if you charge them too early, they will recover and they will hit the alchemist. So then he does something like that where he just suddenly turns around and doubles around. Thankfully, since I interrupted him in the middle of his animation, he didn't actually get the swing off.
Man, do my feet feel better. Would you look after this for me? As long as you're here, would you like to help me take out these stubborn Earth Shapers?
So this is why we needed to come back for this, because if we had done the alchemist and then talked to Hunter, he said we wouldn't be able to do anything.
All right. When I shoot an Earth Shaper with an arrow, you head bash him before he gets back up. Remember, head bash by jumping and then pressing the action
And that's why we actually needed the head bash to kill them. I find this one a bit easier because the hitbox for the Earth Shapers with the head bash is actually pretty wide. The dude actually, like, flying away onto the steps was new. I haven't seen that happen before. Really, if Spyro's horn hits any part of the Earthshaper, it counts. Hunter shot another one. I thought I heard the arrow.
We make
I
a
guess
great
not.
team. Here, I was gonna give this to the alchemist, but I'm a bit annoyed at him at the moment.
I thought I heard Hunter fire another arrow, and I missed the Earthshaper, but I guess I just heard things. Yeah, I don't really find that one actually to be very difficult. You just have to be ready to be a little bit quick because of Hunter shooting those two in really quick succession. But the Earthshapers take a few seconds to get back up. As long as you're looking around and on the ball, you're usually pretty good to go. So Shady Oasis, we barely did anything, and mostly because we couldn't get all the gems or all the orbs without having the head bash move. I didn't really see too much of a point doing more than speeding through it. But now we can take a little bit of a longer jaunt. There's this weird, like, purple or green water around here that's actually bubbling and steaming, which I'm kind of wondering what this is supposed to be. Why do the denizens of this world have this? Peacock, that's not a gem. That's that little area. We will be back to that in just a bit. So I love that if you can flame that guy from behind, you'll actually get rid of his shield and just kill him outright. You could actually get hit by the rhino. Or the hippo when he's big. I didn't know that. It didn't hurt me, but it seriously dazed the heck out of Spyro. Kind of funny. These thieves make the silliest noises. One thing I really will admit that I find weird about Reignited that feels different from the original, like a major aspect, is that hitboxes feel a little bit more off. And I don't know if that's just the graphics, because I'm like way more used to the simpler ones because I played Spyro so much I see that stuff in my sleep. Sometimes the hitbox of the fire and stuff feels a little bit weird. I dumped him into the, like, green lava. Apparently killed that dude by bashing his head in against the wall there. Gotta go get this little... whatever this is. I really want to know what this green stuff is supposed to be, because if Spyro falls into it, he just starts drowning. He doesn't burn like he does with lava. At least I think he does. I'll have to test that in a minute. Oh, walked too close to the rhino again.
Thanks,
Yeah. Osman Ghetto.
Spyro, 3 thieves have stolen our magical brass lamps. Please get the lamps before they take them away from Shady Oasis.
And yep, this is another chase sequence, but this one is all across Shady Oasis. These are kind of neat looking though. I love the way they're sinisterly stroking the lamps. Oh yeah, when apparently it like actually transports Spyro to that area where the whatever the cutscene is, because you saw that thief started running. These ones aren't too bad for the most part. There's one of the thieves that I'm not overly fond of dealing with, but they're mostly okay. What is that guy doing? This was the one I mentioned before that required the head bash to get open. Mostly, this is why I find this okay, is the track is very enclosed. And as long as you jump at the right time, which is actually fairly generous, Spyro can easily traverse the track. It's not really a big deal. Apparently this little one always escaped my notice. Not this time though. This is the thief that's a problem, because you noticed that we had to go up these little steps. The worst part is that there's no real way to cut the track here. That right there is about the closest I've ever been able to come. Gotcha. That was really the one that I didn't like, and that wasn't all that hard. The Mystic Marsh Kangaroos, this is not. Yeah, the lamps are gorgeous. I see why the thieves want to take them away from Shady Oasis. I'm missing a few gems somewhere. Oh, there's some like right along the line by that power-up. Sadly, you don't actually get whirlwinds in this level, which would be really great if you did, considering the level is so twisty in on itself. But it's actually a really nice level to run through, so I don't mind too awful much. Also, yeah, those sounds of the peacocks, if you're wondering. The Here's the final thief. His run is just a figure 8 in this area. And no, you can't cut him off like that. He's smarter than that. The hardest part about this thief was just learning that he does run in a figure 8, not in a straight normal line. Gotcha.
Thanks for bringing back the 3 magic lamps. Here, take this orb. Some fairy left it with me, but it won't hold a proper shine.
Yeah, for what I can tell, adolescent dragons, like Spyro, young adolescent at least, because it's kind of implied he's around young teenage. I'd say maybe 13 or 14 years of age in human terms. Young adolescents appear to be the size of a large dog, which is kind of cute.
My 8 brothers have been trapped in rock and will sink if you can't break them free. Head bash the rocks by jumping and then pressing the action button. Follow my lead.
Not right now.
Okay, come back when you're ready.
I mean, just a bit, Grundy. I absolutely will help you. I just want to grab these first. And you can see there's actually a few gems over here. This is why you would need the power up for this, because you have to walk on the lava, or whatever it is.
My 8 brothers have been trapped in
Yep.
rock and will follow me. And remember,
Yeah, I know how to head bash. Much like with the Earth Shapers, you just really have to hit the rock at all with your horns. This is made way easier because they will always come from that one tube right there. There's no other place they will come from, so you can just track it from the tube and then right there. They don't come one at a time. I was just a bit quick. Till then.
Thanks for freeing us. All I have to give you is this thingy I found. At least it's not a rock.
That should... Yep, that finishes off Shady Oasis. Which means we have fully finished Autumn Plains and we have fully finished Summer Forest. So there's only one thing left to do. We got a shorty to fight. Yeah, I unlocked this and then when we ran through Autumn Plains, I completely forgot to do this. So yeah, just for the YouTube group here, we're actually doing this after beating Ripto. Because it turns out I completely forgot to do this on my actual run through Autumn Plains. So we got to the end game and we were missing 400 gems and an orb. I somehow just completely overlooked this. And I legitimately have no idea how in the world I did that. Actually, it might be because Autumn Plains has so much stuff in it that it's ridiculous compared to all of the other home worlds, so it's like... Oh, that was a scam. Because it's Autumn Plains has so much stuff, it's so easy to miss something there. Because I think it has actively twice the amount of things that Winter Tundra does. I think Speedway's pretty easy though. This is actually, I think, my favorite Speedway, but mostly because I just really like icy looking things. Yeah. The thing is that actually does happen in the original game. Any levels that you haven't been in, they're listed as question marks, so you know how many levels are in each home world.
Good job, Spyro. Looks like you're ready for a more serious challenge. How about a little paragliding? You're not afraid of heights, are you? Great! I'll tow you behind my snowmobile, and you maneuver through the rings. Don't miss any or we'll have to start over.
Also, I love Hunter's little scarf and cap. But he's still completely naked otherwise. And it's cold as a witch's tits here. Randomly, I find it kind of funny that we have that phrase, but I've mostly, whenever I've heard it, I just felt jealous of the person it was talking about. Sometimes I wish I could be that cold, especially since I live in Texas. Also, like with other ring challenges, Spyro just needs to kind of touch the ring to make it work.
Way to go, Spyro. You're even better than I am.
As you can see that I didn't like even hit the center, even close to the center of most of those rings. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a comment or hitting the like button to help with the YouTube algorithm. If you want to know when new videos are posted, subscribe and hit the bell. I hope to see you around!